Imagine discovering the hidden aspects of human consciousness through methods so cutting-edge and innovative that the CIA took a strong interest. This approach blends science with mysticism and offers a way to push your mind beyond space and time. It lets you access levels of thought, knowledge, and existence that most people can't even imagine. This is the gateway process. Central to this concept is a system created by the Monroe Institute called Hemi-Sync. It's not merely about sound frequencies or meditation methods. It's a system aimed at aligning both sides of your brain, opening up new states of awareness beyond the physical world. But why would the CIA, a government agency focused on logic, strategy, and intelligence, be so interested? The reasons are significant. We're not just talking about relaxation or increased awareness. We're discussing a method that could change human capabilities, a method that claims to allow out-of-body experiences, time travel, and even communication with the very fabric of the universe. In this video, we'll break down the mystery of the gateway process step by step. First, we'll look into the science behind it, the physics, biology, and quantum mechanics that make this process work. You'll learn how the Monroe Institute used sound and brainwave frequencies to create a sharp focus of the mind. Next, we'll discuss the techniques themselves, the methods that fascinated the CIA, from resonant tuning to energy balloons and more. These aren't just ideas, they're practical tools designed to change your reality. Finally, we'll consider the consequences, how this process challenges our understanding of time, space, and consciousness itself. We'll look at why ancient philosophies, from Hindu texts to Tibetan teachings, match closely with what modern science is now starting to discover. Most importantly, we'll ask a key question. What does all of this mean for you? Could the gateway process be the key to reaching your highest potential? This isn't just another tale about secret CIA projects or fringe science. It's about the untapped power of the human mind. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand the gateway process, but also feel motivated to delve into your own consciousness. Let's get started. At the core of the gateway process is a groundbreaking discovery about the brain, called Hemi-Sync, or hemisphere synchronization, by the Monroe Institute. Think of your brain as two powerful systems, each with unique strengths. The left side is logical, analytical, and language-focused. The right side is intuitive, creative, and holistic. Alone they work well, but when aligned, when both sides operate together, they unlock a whole new level of mental power and awareness. The key to this alignment is sound. The gateway process uses binaural beats, carefully tuned audio tones. Here's how it works. A specific frequency is played in one ear and a slightly different frequency in the other. Your brain detects the difference between these tones as a beat frequency, even though it doesn't exist in the outside world. This effect, called the frequency following response or FFR, gently guides your brain waves into specific states, whether deep relaxation, increased focus, or the elusive theta state associated with vivid imagery and creative thinking. Dr. Stuart Twemlow, a psychiatrist and researcher, found that the Monroe Institute's Hemi-Sync technology could focus the brain's energy output like a laser. Melissa Jiger, a trainer at the Institute, explained it this way. The human brain in its natural state is like a lamp, its energy spread out and scattered. But under the influence of Hemi-Sync, it becomes a laser, focused and concentrated. This focus boosts not only mental clarity, but also the ability to access deeper layers of consciousness. But what makes this process so impactful? The answer is resonance, the idea that all energy vibrates, including the human body. The gateway process trains the body to match its vibrational frequency with the Earth's electromagnetic field. specifically at 7 to 7.5 Hz. This frequency isn't random. It's known as the Schumann resonance, often called the Earth's natural heartbeat. When your body reaches this state of harmony, significant changes happen. Your brainwave pattern aligns, stress fades away, and your consciousness starts to expand. Now let's move further into the holographic universe. The groundbreaking work of neuroscientist Carl Pribram and physicist David Bohm changed our understanding of reality. They suggested that the brain doesn't just process sensory input, it actually creates a hologram, a three-dimensional image of the universe. But this isn't limited to your brain. The entire universe works like a hologram, where every part includes the whole. Think of a drop of water reflecting the entire ocean, or a piece of a mirror still showing a full image. That's how this holographic reality works. Pribram's theory fits perfectly with the gateway process. When your brain aligns, it tunes into this universal hologram, decoding the vast interconnected web of energy and information that underlies existence itself. Suddenly, the boundaries of time and space seem less strict, and new levels of understanding become available. This isn't just a theory, it's a guide for unlocking the mind's potential. By aligning your brain, matching your body's resonance, and connecting with the holographic nature of reality, the gateway process doesn't just change your perception, it gives a glimpse into a deeper truth, that you are more than just a physical being. You are part of a vast interconnected web of consciousness, one that you can learn to navigate, explore, and ultimately master. The gateway process is not just a theoretical framework. It's a practical system carefully designed to help you access and expand your consciousness. At its core are techniques that are simple, yet profoundly effective, enabling participants to navigate the inner workings of their mind with precision and purpose. Let's begin with foundational tools, the core techniques that lay the groundwork for this extraordinary journey. The first technique is called the energy conversion box. Imagine this as a mental container, a place where you can deposit all your worries, distractions, and unresolved thoughts before beginning the gateway exercises. This step is critical because the mind must be clear and focused to fully engage with the process. By visualizing this box, you consciously separate yourself from mental clutter, creating a blank slate for deeper exploration. It's like stepping into a quiet room after leaving behind the noise of the outside world. The more you practice, the more instinctive this mental clearing becomes, sharpening your ability to concentrate. Next comes resonant tuning, a technique designed to bring your body and mind into vibrational harmony. The process begins with a simple yet powerful action, humming. As you hum along with the sounds provided on the gateway tapes, you'll feel the vibrations resonate through your body, particularly in the head and chest. This isn't just about sound. It's about aligning your energy with the natural rhythms of the universe. By tuning into these frequencies, your physical and mental states relax, preparing you for the expanded awareness to come. The final foundational tool is the energy balloon, a visualization exercise that serves a dual purpose. First, it enhances your energy flow, creating a sense of vitality and balance throughout your body. Imagine a radiant energy field beginning at the crown of your head, cascading downward, enveloping your entire body in a glowing protective sphere. But this isn't just about visualization, it's about intention. The energy balloon acts as a shield, protecting you from any low vibration influences you might encounter during your explorations. It's your safe space in the vast expanse of consciousness. With these core techniques mastered, you're ready to access advanced states of consciousness. The gateway process guides participants through a series of distinct levels, each one representing a deeper engagement with the mind's potential. The journey begins with Focus 10, a state often described as mind awake, body asleep. Sleep is achieved through deep relaxation techniques combined with Hemi-Sync frequencies that lower your brainwave activity to the alpha or theta state. In Focus 10, the physical body enters a profound state of rest, similar to sleep, but your mind remains clear and alert. It's the perfect balance, a gateway between the physical and non-physical realms. From here, you move to Focus 12, the state of expanded awareness. At this level, your sense of self starts to dissolve, replaced by a heightened perception of the world around you. It's as if the boundaries between you and everything else blur, allowing you to sense the interconnectedness of all things. Many describe Focus 12 as a significant awakening, a moment of clarity where new ideas and perspectives flow effortlessly into the mind. For those who continue, the gateway process offers even more advanced states, Focus 15 and Focus 21. These are not just mental exercises, they are journeys through time and space. In Focus 15, you learn to travel into the past, not through memory, but through a direct connection with the universal hologram. Imagine accessing a library of all existence, where events, experiences, and knowledge from any point in time are available to explore. Then there's Focus 21, the state that takes you beyond the physical boundaries of time and space entirely. Here, participants report glimpses of the future, not as a prediction, but as a logical unfolding of the universal pattern. These advanced states challenge everything we know about reality, opening doors to possibilities far beyond the ordinary. But the gateway process isn't just about exploration, it's about application. The techniques you learn can be used to solve real-world problems and achieve your goals in tangible ways. One such technique is problem-solving with the universal hologram. While in a state of expanded consciousness, you focus on a problem or question that needs a solution. Instead of approaching it logically, you release it into the universal hologram, trusting that the interconnected web of energy and information will return an answer. Often, solutions come not in words, but in sudden flashes of insight, a complete understanding that goes beyond linear thinking. Another powerful tool is patterning, a method for making your intentions a reality. In the Focus 12 state, you visualize your desired outcome as if it's already achieved. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's about creating a holographic imprint of your goal within the universal matrix. By projecting this thought clearly and firmly, you align your intentions with the natural flow of reality, setting into motion the events needed to make it happen. The key is consistency, revisiting and reinforcing this vision until it becomes a real part of your experience. These techniques are not only impactful, but also highly empowering. They remind us that we are not passive observers in the universe. We are active participants, capable of shaping our reality through focused intention and expanded awareness. The gateway process is more than a method. It's an invitation to unlock the hidden potential within you, to explore the vastness of your own mind, and to connect with the infinite possibilities of existence. And this is just the beginning. The more you practice, the deeper you'll go, unlocking understandings and abilities that may have once seemed impossible. The question isn't whether you're ready to explore, it's whether you're ready to discover just how powerful you truly are. To truly understand the power of the gateway process, we must go beyond the boundaries of time and space. This is where the science of quantum mechanics meets the deep mysteries of human consciousness, revealing possibilities that challenge everything we think we know about reality. Let's start with a concept from quantum mechanics, Planck's distance. This is the smallest measurable unit of space, so extremely small that it exists at the edge between the physical and the infinite. Physicists have found that when energy vibrates at extremely high frequencies, it can click out of time and space during those moments of rest between vibrations at Planck's distance. Energy isn't limited by the rules of our physical universe. It steps into a realm beyond time and space, beyond cause and effect. This phenomenon is at the core of the gateway process. By increasing the brain's vibrational patterns to a point of coherence, it becomes possible for human consciousness to follow this same principle, to step out of our physical reality and into dimensions beyond. But what does this mean? It means that through the gateway techniques, your consciousness can briefly escape the limits of time and space, allowing you to perceive and interact with a much larger reality. Now consider how subatomic particles behave. Scientists have observed a strange phenomenon. When two particles interact, they become entangled. Even if separated by vast distances, they communicate instantly. This isn't just faster than light communication. It's completely outside the limits of time and space as we understand them. Some theorists, like Itzhak Bentov, suggest that this communication happens in the click-out moments, when particles temporarily exist in the infinite field beyond physical reality. Bentov and others have even speculated about the existence of tachyons, hypothetical particles that travel faster than light and operate exclusively outside time and space. The gateway process seems to tap into similar principles, allowing the human mind to act like these subatomic particles, connecting across space and time in ways that defy normal understanding. But what exists beyond time and space? What are these other dimensions? The gateway process lets us investigate. This is where science starts to match up with ancient wisdom. Cultures throughout history have described realms beyond our physical world. The Tibetan Buddhists talk about the bardo, a state between life and death. Hindu philosophy refers to various planes of existence. And then there's the idea of the cosmic egg, a recurring symbol across cultures that represents the origin of all creation, a self-contained universe spiraling inward and outward at the same time. Through the gateway process, participants report accessing similar realms as consciousness steps out of time and space. It begins to match these higher dimensions. Here, reality isn't straight or fixed. It's fluid, multidimensional, and deeply interconnected. Time flows differently, sometimes stopping altogether. Individuals can see past events, future possibilities, or even the underlying patterns of the universe itself. One of the most fascinating aspects of the gateway process is its ability to create out-of-body experiences. Imagine your consciousness detaching from your physical body, free to travel anywhere in the universe. This isn't just a metaphor. It's a documented phenomenon, one that the CIA studied extensively. Participants trained in the gateway techniques reported leaving their physical form, hovering above their bodies, and even traveling to distant locations both on Earth and beyond. So how does it work? The techniques are surprisingly simple. It starts with deep relaxation, achieved through Hemi-Sync frequencies and resonant tuning. From this state, participants use visualization and intention to lift out of their body. Some describe it as a rolling motion, while others feel themselves floating upward, detached yet fully conscious. This is where the gateway process excels. It provides a structured, repeatable method for achieving what mystics and explorers have sought for centuries. The CIA's involvement in studying out-of-body experiences offers some compelling insights. In one experiment, participants were asked to travel out of body to a distant location and observe specific details. While results varied, many reported astonishing accuracy, describing details they couldn't have known through normal means. However, the research also showed challenges. Out-of-body perceptions could be distorted by residual energy patterns or thought forms from the past, as well as by the participant's own subconscious. Despite these challenges, the implications are significant. If human consciousness can operate independently of the physical body, it raises fundamental questions about the nature of existence itself. What are the limits of what we can know, see, and experience? And what does it mean for our understanding of life, death, and the universe? The gateway process shows us that time and space are not the strict structures we once believed. They are simply dimensions, layers of a larger reality that we can learn to move through using techniques like out-of-body experiences and dimensional exploration. The possibilities expand greatly, and yet these explorations aren't just theoretical. They have practical uses, from gathering intelligence to supporting deep personal growth. The gateway process was never just an experiment in human potential. It was a method the CIA believed could revolutionize intelligence gathering and even warfare. To fully grasp its implications, we need to look at both the practical uses envisioned by the military and the deep philosophical and spiritual revelations it offers. In the early 1980s, the CIA saw the gateway process as a potential game changer. If human consciousness could go beyond time and space, then traditional barriers like distance, physical obstacles, or even security measures might no longer matter. Imagine an intelligence officer who doesn't need to physically enter a location to gather information, someone who can sit in a controlled environment, enter an out-of-body state, and observe targets from halfway around the world. This was the CIA's vision. One specific area of interest was remote viewing. Using the techniques developed through the gateway process, participants were trained to visualize distant locations or objects. CIA experiments showed that many individuals could successfully describe places they had never been or read documents they had never seen. While results varied, the accuracy of some participants was beyond what chance alone could explain. For example, a trained remote viewer might describe the layout of a foreign facility or the movements of a high-value target. But this process wasn't without its difficulties. One major challenge was information distortion. When consciousness operates beyond the physical plane, it doesn't just interact with current reality. It encounters residual energy patterns from the past and even thought forms left by others. These overlapping influences could blur or distort the information received, making it hard to separate fact from interference. Another complication was the issue of pseudoscopic holographic perspectives. In simpler terms, this means the information obtained could sometimes appear inside out or reversed, like looking at an image in a mirror where everything is flipped. This made interpretation tricky and required rigorous training and cross-checking to confirm findings. Despite these hurdles, the CIA believed the potential uses of the gateway process were worth exploring, given its implications for national security and strategic advantage. Beyond military uses, the gateway process offers deep insights into the nature of existence, insights that match ancient spiritual teachings. The idea of the universe as a hologram, central to the gateway process, aligns with ideas found in Hindu texts and Tibetan Buddhist teachings. For instance, the Hindu tradition speaks of Indra's net, a vast network of interconnected jewels where each jewel reflects every other jewel infinitely. This mirrors the holographic nature of reality described by scientists like Carl Pribram and David Bohm, where every part contains the whole. Similarly, Tibetan Buddhist philosophy describes reality as a continuous flow of energy, impermanent, interconnected, and always changing. This matches the gateway process's view of consciousness as an energy field capable of interacting with the universal matrix. The process doesn't contradict these ancient teachings. Instead, it provides a modern scientific framework for understanding them. Even Judeo-Christian metaphysics finds similarities here. The concept of the absolute in the gateway process, a state of infinite, timeless energy, bears a strong resemblance to the Christian idea of God as omnipresent and eternal. The Trinity itself can be seen as a metaphor for the levels of consciousness described in the gateway study. The Father representing the absolute, the Son as the conscious projection of that energy, and the Holy Spirit as the dynamic force connecting everything. These connections suggest that the gateway process is more than a scientific exploration. It's a bridge between ancient wisdom and modern understanding, linking the physical and the metaphysical. But the implications go even deeper when we think about consciousness beyond reality. The gateway process shows that our individual consciousness is part of a much larger, distinct piece of the universal consciousness. When we explore altered states or out-of-body experiences, we're not just stepping outside our physical form, we're reconnecting with this greater field of awareness. And here's where it gets even more significant. When physical life ends, this distinct consciousness doesn't disappear. Instead, it merges back into the absolute, keeping all the memories and experiences it has gathered. Imagine a single molecule of water returning to the ocean, not lost, but fully integrated, still holding the essence of its journey. This suggests that consciousness is eternal, and so is the knowledge it gathers. Yet, this reunion with the absolute isn't a merging of individuality. According to the gateway findings, consciousness keeps its identity even as it merges with the infinite. What it loses is the ability to create new holograms, to make new realities, because that requires motion, and the absolute is a state of perfect rest. But in return, this consciousness gains access to the infinite wisdom and unity of the absolute, a state of all-knowing presence. The implications for how we view life and death, the universe, and our place within it are enormous. If consciousness truly goes beyond time and space, if it continues beyond physical existence, then everything we experience is part of a much larger journey, a journey not limited by the constraints of the material world. So what does this mean for us here and now? It means that the gateway process isn't just about exploring the mind or gathering intelligence. It's about understanding the true nature of who we are. It's about recognizing that we are not isolated beings, but interconnected expressions of a vast, eternal consciousness. This realization isn't just theoretical, it's deeply personal. The techniques of the gateway process invite us to step beyond our fears, our limitations, and our preconceived ideas of reality. They encourage us to recognize the endless possibilities of our consciousness, to investigate the depths of existence, and to discover the extraordinary potential within us all. The gateway process, with its detailed techniques and deep implications, might seem like an extraordinary tool meant only for advanced practitioners or specialized research. But the truth is, its principles can be integrated into our daily lives in simple yet powerful ways. Let's start with Hemi-Sync itself. Today, the core ideas behind the gateway process have inspired a range of modern tools that make exploring altered states of consciousness more accessible than ever. Meditation apps, binaural beat soundtracks, and biofeedback devices are now widely available, offering a gateway, no pun intended, for anyone to begin aligning their brain hemispheres. These tools replicate the principles of Hemi-Sync by using sound frequencies to guide your brainwaves into states of relaxation, focus, or even deep meditation. For those new to this, a simple exercise can be a great starting point. Find a quiet space, put on a set of stereo headphones, and play a binaural beat track, tracks designed for relaxation. Close your eyes and focus on your breathing. Visualize a calm wave washing over your mind, clearing away distractions. As you continue, imagine your brain as a finely tuned instrument with its two hemispheres working in perfect harmony. Start with just 5 to 10 minutes a day, and you'll begin to notice subtle changes. Improve focus, reduce stress, and even moments of understanding that seem to come from nowhere. For a more hands-on approach, biofeedback devices are an excellent tool. These gadgets, often paired with apps, provide real-time feedback on your physiological state, like heart rate or brainwave activity. By learning to consciously adjust these signals, you can train your mind and body to enter states of alignment more easily. Over time, these practices can enhance not only your mental clarity, but also your overall well-being. But as we use these tools, it's essential to approach them with respect and balance. Exploring altered states of consciousness is a deeply personal journey, one that intersects with our beliefs, values, and sense of identity. Ethical considerations are crucial. First and foremost, these techniques are meant to expand understanding, not to exploit or manipulate. It's easy to imagine how the insights gained from consciousness-expanding practices could be misused, whether to control others, gather information unethically, or bypass natural psychological boundaries. The gateway process itself, though studied by intelligence agencies, was never designed for coercion or harm. It's vital that we honor that spirit of exploration and use these tools responsibly with the intention of growth and understanding. Equally important is respect for personal beliefs. Not everyone views altered states of consciousness through a scientific or even spiritual lens. Some may see it as purely psychological, while others might interpret it as deeply mystical. Neither perspective is wrong. The beauty of the gateway process is its universality. It provides a framework that transcends specific ideologies, allowing individuals to find meaning in their own way. For those who are skeptical or hesitant, consider starting with practices that feel grounded. Exercises like mindful breathing or progressive relaxation don't require any particular belief system, yet they can still help you access the potential of your mind. Over time, as you gain confidence and experience, you may feel ready to explore deeper aspects of consciousness. Ultimately, the gateway process reminds us of a profound truth, that we are more than the sum of our physical parts. Whether we're aligning our brain waves, investigating the universal hologram, or simply finding moments of stillness in a chaotic world, these practices help us connect to something greater, both within and beyond ourselves. The practical takeaway is this: start small, stay curious, and honor the journey. Whether you use modern tools like meditation apps, engage with binaural beats, or try visualization techniques, the key is consistency. Change doesn't happen overnight, but with patience and practice, the shifts you'll experience can be life-changing. So, as you finish watching this video, I encourage you to try these techniques for yourself. Begin with a moment of stillness today. Just a few breaths, a simple hum, or a quiet visualization of harmony. You don't need to master the gateway process overnight. Every small step you take is a step toward unlocking the vast potential of your mind and your consciousness. The question is no longer whether you'll explore these ideas. It's how far you're willing to go.